All right. So, hey, Citizen 9. How's the, no, gotta fix that.
How you guys doing?
There we go. That's better. Okay, so we have Dipzoid here. He's going to be talking to Mark Herman. I guess not sure exactly who Mark Herman was. Was he one of the? Was he the flat earther that went down there? I'm not sure.
Yo, yo, yo. Oh, good.
Doing
How's it
doing
going?
great, sir. Doing great.
Not very central, am I? Over to the side.
But it's good to have you guys here. Glad you could make it.
Actually, this is Mark Herman. Yeah, he was one of the. Yeah, he was the flat earther that went. His videos consist of answering more questions about the final experiment, arrival and tour of Union Glacier, stepping off the plane in Antarctica, behind the scenes in lunar eclipse in Tucson. Okay.
Yeah, give me 2 minutes. I'm just quickly trying to find something, guys. Not even on my backup channel. Sorry.
Hmm.
I don't understand it. I'll have to carry on looking properly. Sorry. Yeah, we're just looking for a video, guys. Sorry. Oh yeah. Whew. Hope you guys are all doing well. And everybody in the YouTube lands, please hit the likes, share the show, let everybody know we are live. So Mark Herman has been doing 2 videos answering questions.
What happened on the 18th? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah,
This is
that's
the first
important.
one. I haven't gone through the whole thing,
It's very important to know that.
so I don't really know everything that was being spoken.
Nice orange background.
Yep.
Now that you say that, that's not all that's just orange. I want to
Hey, CJ.
point
Chevrons on it.
out.
Got
Hey,
chevrons
Steven.
on it as well.
Hey, Steven.
That's fine. I want to point
Oh, is he the green pocket guy? Okay, okay.
out even he's look, he keeps having orange background. Even he you see, even his thumbnail has that orange curtain behind him.
Hey everyone, I'm Mark Herman.
Okay. And what does an orange curtain mean? Flatzoid.
Maybe he just likes orange.
Does anybody know what orange means?
I don't know.
Delicious.
But we're very skeptical when it comes to especially orange in this community.
Really? So every hunter is every hunter you're skeptical of?
So
You're skeptical of orange cones?
He's got a Texas flag on his shirt too.
What does orange mean? Is that some kind of fucking Mason fucking thing? Some kind of bullshit they pull?
Lone Star State.
I'm worried for Tony.
Yeah.
kill Tony.
Great show, by the way. Funny as hell.
Okay. You
Now
guys
this
ready to
is this
start?
is Candace Owens' producer or one of
Yes,
One of her
one of
producers.
Candace Owens' producers or whatever. If I ever do speak to him, I'd like to ask him, why did you guys remove the live stream that was on Rumble? I mean, if it just failed after 12 hours, you could have just let it stay there. You know what I mean? You didn't need to remove it. And that to me is very big red flaggy, because I was sleeping, so I wasn't able to watch the live stream.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Flatzoid gets oranges and apples mixed up. Yeah.
it would have been great if someone was actually watching that and was.
Well, an orange is an apple if you say it is, right?
able to record it would have been awesome, but I didn't think anybody thought that they would actually remove it.
That's strange, though. It is. Why did they pull it? That didn't make any sense.
Yep.
That's a big orange flag from here.
That's a
Maybe it displeased them.
big
orange
orange
flag.
flag. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I found the video I was looking for, Charles. I'm going to stick it in you, but it's on KRC's channel self. I can't find it on mine, but there it is. Okay, so let's get it started and see what he has to say.
I've been surprised by the
Hey, Sir Little Wolf. Good to have you here.
response that I've gotten to the 360 videos I posted to my YouTube channel recently. And I've noticed there's been a lot of questions in the comments, so I've gone through, I picked out just a couple of them. If you do have any more questions, feel free to comment them below this video, and I'll go through and I'll answer some of the more popular questions. I'll do these every so often, and eventually I'll do live videos. You can ask me questions live, interact with me, and things like that. I'm more behind the camera, not used to being in front of the camera, so this is a bit new to me, so bear with me. I'm going to try and do this all in one take. One of the things that I saw was someone was concerned that you could see a shadow of a 360 camera on a stick, but you could not see the selfie stick in the video. So,
Okay, before I answer that, yeah, that's just a normal thing with a 360.
Yeah.
Kind of puts it out of view so you don't see the because it
Yeah,
can
now and again, you get a little glitchy part where you might see the stick now and again. I haven't used them myself, but from videos I've seen with 360, they kind of sometimes you might see them, and you usually don't. But sometimes if it goes a certain way, you might quickly see it, and then it disappears. It depends how it's stitched, doesn't it? Depends how.
Yeah, that's what I said. But it usually stitches it out itself. So
Mhm.
I don't find anything dodgy about that, though.
No.
So this is the actual camera that I use in Antarctica. This is a Insta360 X4, and
Very nice.
I'm just going to show you that you can see the video here, and you can see my messy desk, and I'm clearly holding it using a selfie stick, but it automatically removes it in camera. I don't have to do anything special to make that happen. There's no weird VFX trickery. This is a very durable camera. If you watch
Hey, God is nowhere.
my first video, you'll know that. But yeah, it's a feature that they have called invisible selfie stick. I think it's pretty cool. You can get some really cool shots,
Yeah, I see
almost
no
impossible
issue with
camera
that.
shots with that.
I'm sure you can
So
get
there's
selfie
that.
sticks that are invisible anyway,
okay.
can't you? Like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because
But
I mean,
You can get selfie sticks that are invisible? Really? Okay.
Sorry.
Roger?
Yeah. Do they have fisheye lenses on those damn things? That's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. It's two of them.
That's all I need. That's the only question I had.
Yeah, they have to have 180 degrees of field of view on each
Yeah.
side. Make it
Yeah.
360.
It has to be fair, unless
It's actually more than 180 degrees.
they've got tons of cameras all the way around. Then it's got to be a fisheye, isn't it?
But I know
Yeah.
you get different ones that's got like 4 lenses. You even get some that's got 8 lenses.
Right.
But yeah, it's just wide angle lenses that back to back, so it's able to see right around.
Let's start from the beginning of the trip. A lot of you commented that the plane was empty, which seemed weird. It's 757, holds hundreds of people. There's so few of us on there. What gives with that? So basically, Antarctic Logistics and Expeditions, ALE, they're the ones who organize the trip. They do different
Hey, Keystone.
trip packages. The one that we went on was called Antarctic Odyssey, and boy, it was an odyssey. And so
Arctic Odyssey. That's quite weird. I just want to say thank you, Steve, for your PayPal.
Yeah, that's a 3-syllable word.
I forgot to call it out. Thank you very much. You rock. Appreciate all the support, man. Yeah. So Odyssey, I think that was just one of the Antarctic what is it? Logistics expeditions. I think that's just one of the trips that they plan out though.
Hey, Aid.
Like you get the different types that you can book. As far as I know, I think Odyssey is just one of them. I was wondering which one they actually camp services. I think which one they actually booked.
It's like a package, like the Odyssey package.
Package,
Right.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
It's got to be somewhat more expensive, I'm thinking, than just their standard package. So.
I want to see where's their packages. Union Glacier destinations should.
I just noticed that the logo was a penguin, made it look like a plane. Pretty good.
There we go. Odyssey, 5 days.
Five
December
days?
14 to 2024. Hey, that's that one. Why is it saying 2024?
Well,
Huh.
that's when the other one was, wasn't
They
it?
went. That's when they went.
That's when they went, yeah.
Okay, now it says 2025. It's probably just got to get updated. So they did the Odyssey. Embark on a journey to the remote interior of the Great White Continent. Not a continent. Antarctica is.
When you don't have a very good collection of words to go to draw from, everything's weird. When your vocabulary is limited to like 30 words.
The land of extremes, and only a select few have the opportunity to visit the highest, driest, windiest, coldest, not continent on Earth. Immerse yourself in the ultimate wilderness, surrounded by pristine views, untouched spaces, and profound silence. Custom dates available upon inquiry. $32,500.
That's a good bit.
But let's see what it actually says. As the Odyssey name implies, embark on a custom voyage to remote interior of the Great White, not continent of Antarctica. We just read that. So it's just drawn explorers, adventures, and scientists over the century. Live on a glacier where the ice is almost 5,000 feet thick and explore all the landscapes this unique environment has to offer. Our experienced guides will tailor daily excursions to suit your personal goals. You'll have the opportunity to hike over waves of blue ice, ski across frozen Saskatchewan.
By the way, Flatzoid actually uploaded this. Actually did a short.
Hi, Andrew here. And
Is this where he's no. Hold on.
Hi, Andrew here, and today.
Just wanted to show it. It's hilarious. He actually thinks this helps him. Where is it? He didn't take it down, did he? No, that's not what I wanted. What the hell is it? There it is. Awesome.
Correct? That's where he said.
I see that.
Then I went and I did my observation. Whoopsie. There's 118, just like he said. Where's the sun?
No, dude, you wrote this. This is what you put. See, this is your video, man. Observation kills the globe. You think he put this on his video? Is that what you think, Flatzoid? This is your work.
No, near really
22.
This is where you say the Earth, the globe says it should have rose, but this is where you saw it. See, you put the 122 there. This should be the 118, and you said it rose here.
Yeah.
Look at how dishonest this motherfucker is. Yep. And he thinks that helps. He thinks that helps him. He thinks that, like, actually helps his cause. It's fucking hysterical.
What's that? Says Ruji.
I
Hey,
can't see.
hey, Gregory. Hey, Moxie. Hey, GFB 45.
Guys, yeah, and the laptop's a bit small for me on the laptop there.
It is.
Unless I swap screens. I could have swapped it to the other screen. Yeah. Where's the word?
Where was I now?
I don't know.
Oh, there we go. There, Frozen Sestrugi. Sorry, I'm probably butchering that name, but whatever that is, I have no idea.
Sestrugi. That's what it looks like. Sestrugi.
I've never heard that word before in my life.
Let's see what the meaning is. Frozen Sestrugi. Oh, what the hell is that?
It's almost like an Inuit word almost. Sounds like
Sastrugi. Yeah, Sastrugi. It's like
it says frozen Sestrugi, wind in eroded ridges of snow that form in polar and temperate regions. You learn something new every day.
Maybe like an overhang sort of thing. A piece of ice overhang, kind of.
Or tour the polar wilderness aboard snowmobile, then hop aboard one of the ski-equipped aircraft for a spectacular scenic flight over the Ellsworth Mountains. The weather. Okay, this is the interesting part. The interior of Antarctica has a cold, dry, windy climate.
Hey, Steve.
Average mid-season temperatures at our base camp range from minus 12 degrees Fahrenheit to 30 degrees Fahrenheit. So that's minus 24 degrees Celsius to minus 1. On a sunny wind.
Hey, Dak, and hey, Patty.
Windless day, it can feel quite warm, but when the wind blows, you will be glad of warm layers and the wind jacket. Temperatures can drop below minus 22 degrees Celsius or minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, minus 30 degrees Celsius in early November. They just happened to catch it when it was very good weather.
perfect, actually. Yeah.
Hey, RT96.
Perfect.
Any mention midnight sun there?
Not one drop.
Didn't hear a word.
It does in several places on their website. You might want to look it up.
It's been about around
I have.
6 degrees today, and I could see my breath still.
Dang it.
Were you vaping?
Nope.
No, he wasn't. He doesn't vape.
Okay, I was just wondering.
Okay, so it
I
says
know,
the inclusions: an airport transfers in Punta Arenas, Chile, round-trip flight to Antarctica from Punta Arenas, scenic flight over Ellsworth Mountains, meals and tented accommodation in Antarctica, or if the TFE guys, a tent container, Antarctic guides and lectures, celebration event and certificate of achievement. They actually did get these certificates. I saw Dave McKeegan present his. And then checked luggage up to 25 kilograms. What's not included? Insurance coverage, commercial flights to and from Punta Arenas, airport transfers outside, meals and accommodation in Punta Arenas. What?
Hey, Mark.
You literally have to bring your own food. But then it says meals and tainted, and now it says meals and accommodation. Oh, in Punta Arenas. Never mind.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, additional flights within Antarctica, personal equipment and clothing expensive occur to delays, luggage over 25, satellite phone charges. Beautiful.
Hey guys, they always seemed like colder when they were doing the live streams from Punta Arenas. Like just This is an observation of mine. They always were really cold. Like I gotta get my. They're always saying things like that. Interesting observation.
That is, yeah. They were, because I remember when they got there and they started doing the live stream, like, oh, it's cold. They're like blowing, like they were getting cold. But
Exactly.
apparently, when you stand in a freezer, it's not cold. So.
Oh yeah, and you can't see your breath in a freezer ever. I can tell you.
It's a dry cold.
Yeah.
Like dry ice, you get dry breath. You don't see,
It burns to breathe it in too. It just hurts.
But I mean, I remember when we were watching that first stream from what's it? And we were like looking at live time what the weather report's showing. And the weather report wasn't fitting what they were showing. That was one of the red flags that was brought up. Like, it's showing it's overcast and windy, but there's no wind and there's no clouds. So that was a bit odd for us.
Yeah, they usually have real time weather there, don't they? Like because of the airport and the blue ice runway. Yeah. Strange.
So yeah, it's just something that I found interesting there.
So these trips are pre-planned in advance, and Will Duffy reached out to them and kind of piggybacked on that existing trip. So that plane was going there regardless. That trip didn't really sell as much as they thought it would. They also had to collect at least 70 marathon runners. So that plane was going there no matter what. And it's better to fly a plane with 15 people on it, as well as some staff that you didn't see.
Oh yeah, we covered that. God is nowhere
In our video.
So, Michael, you didn't vape, but you found old vape, did you?
Did you? An old vape, did you, Mike? Come on.
Yeah, I found an old vape on the floor.
Was it charged by chance? Was it ready to use?
Had a few drags left in it.
Oh man. We'll see your breath. Come on, bro.
What's up? What now?
What's up?
God help.
Than to fly a plane out there with nobody on it. And there's cargo that needs to go in and out of Antarctica as well. So it doesn't really matter that there was only 15 people on the plane. It was pretty awesome as an aviation fan myself to be on a jumbo jet, a 757, essentially having it as a private plane. It was an amazing experience. So there's that, the empty plane. We did not see any penguins, unfortunately. We were several hundred miles from the coast. Penguins live on the coast because they need to be able to go in the ocean and eat fish.
Well, that is true, and also not true, because you're in a glacier, and even ALE actually do speak that they do have penguins there. We actually read it the other night. They got 3 different types of birds or something as well in Union Glacier, and penguins are one of them.
Didn't see any birds, did you guys? In any videos?
None. That was
But
what I'm wondering.
But that doesn't mean they need to be there specifically. I mean, I know when I go to like Cape Town, we have what we call Penguin Beach. It's like Boulder Beach, where there's a whole bunch of penguins. They're only situated in one specific area there. You know what I mean?
Right.
So penguins like.
So you find many penguins inland, do you? You fucking dipshit. No, penguins don't go inland. Jesus fucking Christ.
Like to be situated in a certain place. So I do understand if they wouldn't see a penguin. That's not something I would say is a red flag.
Do they breed there
Oh, would you, Mr. Brainiac?
in South
Oh, okay. Flatsoid has deemed it okay.
Africa?
Jesus
Yeah.
fucking Christ.
I've seen videos, and they're always down in the Arctic breeding on the snow and freezing their ass off, and Daddy's sitting on an egg for a day or two at a time.
Yeah, we got quite a bit of penguins.
Nice.
Hey, Tinker Phil.
Don't
But
tell
like I say, only south at Cape Town place, you know, like Cape Point and Boulder Beach and whatever. So, but we're planning to maybe go to Cape Town end of this year, and then I want to go again to Two Oceans. It's literally Cape Point at the end of Cape Town. And
Yeah, Keith Attenborough. Hey, M80.
you literally see the Indian Ocean, Atlantic Ocean mixed together.
It's different colors, right?
Which we did a stream last night then. Kerry Skates.
Who did what?
Carry Skates did a video.
That 3 times in Vapes it streamed last night. So I take it that's which it streamed last night.
What's the industry?
I see Jaren's got a stream scheduled for 30 hours where he's addressing people who say that the TFE is fake. So he's probably going to be addressing us again.
Nice. We should watch it.
Hopefully Sean is not the moderator.
Oh,
No, it's Ruhif as his moderator for the most part, and McToon.
yeah, Ruhif. Wow.
Dude,
And
Ruhif was in McToon's
where we
house
were,
when he did marathon. It was weird because you see him walk past and go to the kitchen to the bedroom, like he was staying over there when he did his marathon for the trip. It was weird to see Ruhif walking through McToon's living room. Sorry, I had to say.
We're the only life. It was a really strange experience. There was no bugs. There was definitely no crime. The first time we left the remote camp, I felt weird leaving all of my camera equipment and laptop and all of my belongings there in a converted shipping container that didn't have a lock on the door. But the ALE guide reminded me that there is no crime in Antarctica.
Well, let's think about it. Where are they going to go to if they steal your camera?
Are you serious? That's hilarious.
And if you can afford a trip like the ALE trip, you're not going to go around stealing stuff from people.
Yeah, but I mean, think about it. Let's say you somehow got to go there. You see someone's camera that is worth less than your whole trip anyway. You're going to take the camera, and where are you going to go, actually?
Yeah.
I wanted a cameraman. I had to take it.
In a very big circle, round and round and round.
Yeah.
We were taught in the Army that opportunity makes a criminal of an honest man.
Swim off the end and get to the nearest pawn shop. I don't know.
Doing the whole length of the ice wall, circumference of it getting chased.
Oh my word. Sean Hawkins is streaming us again. Doesn't this guy have anything better to do?
No.
He really doesn't. He really doesn't. I mean, I think that's basically what he...
Really? And you're streaming for the, what, 6th week in a row? About something that you say doesn't matter? Don't you have anything better to do? Hey, Fkatzoid'S.
bases his streams on now is your stuff, I think.
Well, the thing is, when he streams us, he gets more views. That's when he gets like 26 people watching. But if he streams someone else, it's like 10.
That's it.
So you're welcome, Sean Hawkins.
You should go back to doing video games, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the way,
you should go back to video games, man. Yeah.
You know what his excuse was, Michael, to his to your video last night?
Yeah.
It is all looking at Polaris.
Yeah, when he made his sphere into a flat.
Yes, I started flat, and it didn't match reality, so I made it curved, and it did. How about that? Isn't that weird?
Something wrong with that guy, I tell you.
Is a moron, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Or very little. I'm sure they're still crying. So there was that. One thing that hasn't really come up in any videos that I've seen, I've seen a lot of people talking about the Amazon LED wall volume wraparound 360 or the sphere, and something that I want to point out that no one really has, having worked in the television industry before and having worked with LED walls, I'm sure that'll generate a new conspiracy theory. They're pretty fragile.
Exactly, Daggett. I got more brains in my little finger than I do in my whole head.
They don't like cold weather. But beside that,
Okay,
if you'll
okay, let's just stop that. Yes, he used to work with the volume because Disney. But
Yeah.
Yeah, but no one's claiming that they took them screens to Antarctica, though, are they?
no, that's
No.
Yeah, they are. Yeah, you dumb motherfuckers are. When you're not claiming that they used Unreal Engine or fucking overlays or green screen. That's exactly what you assholes are saying. Don't fucking deny your heritage, man.
my whole point. Yeah.
You're a numpty. Be proud of it.
Why would you need to go there? No one's claiming. We know they went to Antarctica, but no one's claiming they actually took the volume to Antarctica. Why would they need to do that? Because it's a whole bunch of panels.
That's
That
what
would be quite.
they actually make up what you're claiming. You know what I mean? They're just making up that people are
Using a
saying.
Duffy.
Yeah, it's like it's a straw man. It's a complete straw man that nobody's even mentioned, isn't it?
Yeah, so now they're claiming that nobody said they used LCD panels or LED panels or a volume or a sound stage. Now they're saying nobody's claiming that. These fucking lying maggots.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Saying
he's doing a
we're
Duffy.
saying this when we're not saying that. You know?
Yeah, he's just doing a Duffy. From now on, I'm going to call it out as a Duffy. But yeah, the thing is, what we're claiming, if you use the LED, the volume, you probably did it in Punta Arenas before you went to Antarctica. You could have done it in.
Why would they go? Why would they use it in Punta Arenas when they were going to Antarctica to show it in real life? Why the fuck would they do that?
A LA studio somewhere. You know what I mean? You could have rented it out for a few days in a warehouse. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, saying that you went to Antarctica to use the volume, no. You guys went to Antarctica. No one's saying you didn't. But there's things that you did fake using a studio.
No, there's nothing they did that was fake. Nothing.
Yeah, it seems to me there's 2 days missing in their trip, according to the package. This is 5 days. They were there maybe 3, from what I can tell.
That to me is really odd because yeah, they went there on the 14th. They say they went directly to they went directly to that other camp place. Then they attempted their 24-hour stream and it failed.
Yeah, exactly, Dakin. It's like going to the moon to fake the moon landing. Yeah.
And they did their time lapse, blah blah blah. And then they decided, well, 2 days away, so let's go back to camp and just do nothing. And then they decided, well, Duffy now did a 36-hour time lapse. I don't know how he got time for that.
Yeah, I was going to mention that to you when our
Doesn't have time for a 36-hour. That's a day and a half, man. That's a day and a half.
listening back to when you were talking to
Did you not know that 36 hours is only a day and a half? Maybe you're thinking of 72 hours, which would be 3 days.
Dave, he said they were getting ready to go home, and then they did that 36-hour. And I'm gonna have to go back and listen to it because I'm sure he dropped a ballot there.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That doesn't make sense to me. The time doesn't make sense. If you did a 36-hour stream after you've already done your 24-hour stream and you complained you had to need to leave early because of the weather, that means you're there
Nobody did a 24-hour stream, dipshit.
longer than what you claim to be there.
Yeah.
Because 36 plus 24, I mean, that's already
That's 3.5 days.
2.5, 3 days almost. And that's
And again, nobody did a 24-hour stream, so adding 24 and 36 doesn't work for you, man.
without anything else.
That's almost.
Actually, 24 and 36, that's 2.5 days. That's less than 3 days. They were there for 3.
60 hours, right?
Jesus fucking Christ.
Video.
So it's weird. I don't know if the times really mix up, because it seems to me that they had a lot of trial and error as well.
Well, Dave definitely had problems. I can tell you that. I'm not buying his whole explanation for a lot of his photos neither. It's just
But like I said, even with the sunspots,
And to answer Fkatzoid'S question, don't I have anything better to do? No, I don't have anything better to do. I'm retired. I'm disabled. I don't have a job. Waiting on filament and waiting on payday to get resin vat film. So no, I don't have anything better to do than to sit on my butt and embarrass you in real time. That's what I enjoy doing. Humiliating you and making you look like a fool that you are. Pointing out your idiocy.
he already set up his EQ mount and everything when he was in Punta Arenas, okay? They were there 3 days early.
Okay. And is Punta Arenas Antarctica? No.
Thank you, Roger, for you gifting a membership. Woohoo! Appreciate it, man. You rock.
cock-a-doodle doo. Yeah.
I do it because I love too much. I care too much.
There you go.
Guys, please hit the likes, share the show. Really appreciate you all. But yeah, like I was saying, so he's in Punta Arenas. They're 3 days early. Could he have taken the sunspot photos then in Punta Arenas?
Yeah, and the really thing that I found out about the sunspot pictures is that Duffy made a call out all over the world for people to take pictures of the sun and get the sunspots in it. Make sure you use a solar filter. So I think they may have collected a whole bunch of pictures of the sun from a lot of different places and made a compilation out of them. Yeah.
And I also got to point out on a camera, but I'll do that now. 4Jax, thank you for gifting a membership. Woo!
Hey, George.
You rock. I appreciate it, man. Thank you very, very much. Remember, he showed the date. He's saying, oh, you see, this is the date of when the camera... You do know you can literally go and change your date settings on your camera.
Hi, Mike JH. How you doing? I haven't even set up the haven't even gone into YouTube Studio yet. Kind of need that.
So he's able to go when he's in Punta Arenas and change the date to say the 14th or the 15th or whatever he wants it to.
Yeah. And you can also change people's email addresses too in the middle of nothing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, so he could change his camera setting for the RAW to bring the RAW data to say it was taken on the 14th or it was taken on the 15th because he just changes the date on his camera.
Yeah. You get in the software and do that easy. Yeah.
That's true.
So that doesn't really, how can I say? So just saying no, this is the date and stuff doesn't really debunk anything that they took it on those days either. Just pointing it out. Okay, let's get back to his LED wall.
Yeah, they could change the date on the camera, but then the dates on the camera wouldn't match the dates that they live streamed from Antarctica, nor would they match the date that they on their passport stamp of when they arrived in Punta Arenas. Wouldn't happen.
Okay.
Notice sometimes,
You know, yes, they could be as dishonest as you, Fkatzoid, but what would be the point in it?
if you film a TV set or you film an LED wall, you'll see a weird pattern, almost like it's dancing. Or even if someone on camera is wearing an outfit that has pattern, that's called the moire effect.
Yeah, and when the moire effect's quite an interesting thing. I don't know if you guys have ever saw a big TV screen before. It looks almost like a blurry kind of thing. It's almost like overlapping.
No.
No, I haven't.
Well, let's for instance, have you guys ever gone to like a big sport
Is he gonna say something fucking stupid?
Sports event, and they got those big LED panels.
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
the
I know what you're
stadium.
Cowboy
talking about
Stadium.
now.
And
Yeah.
I went to
it almost
Cowboy
looks
Stadium.
like the RGB colors are kind of mixing with each other.
Yeah.
Kind of like a glow. It bleeds into it. Yeah.
It's weird. Yeah, that's what he's talking about.
Okay.
No. No, that's I don't think that's what he's talking about.
You work with LED walls, you have to be aware of the moire effect. You want the wall to be a certain distance behind the person that you're shooting in front of it, because it needs to be slightly out of focus. Otherwise, you'll get the moire, or the focal length of the lens, the proximity of the camera. All of that can cause moiring.
Yes and no. I gotta also say that when you're working with a camera, you're making depth of field. So you need that certain distance and depth from the thing to make it look more real, like they're actually in there. Because if you had to put the plane of reference like this and someone here, you're going to see it's fake. But if you have to put them here, it's going to look more realistic because it gives the background more depth. So if your plane of focus is between you,
Gives the background more depth. Okay.
and that background, it just makes it more realistic because you get bokeh and everything in the background. It's just normal camera trick. Do I know if this actually is true what he says to the moire on the LED? I wouldn't know. I haven't heard of it before. That people have been moaning about that. Let's actually check.
Dollars to Donuts says he doesn't know what moire means.
I want to see if it says it's actually they suffer with it. Does the
Yes, RT, that pretty much sums it up. Hey, Westside.
suffer from moire effect?
This is a reminder. Change This is a reminder.
I don't see where they're talking about it. Are you guys able to find anything where it says it's talking about moire effect on with the volume?
No, I'll look it up though.
Because I can't. But also the moire effect is based upon overlapping patterns and stuff. So when they, for instance, doing like, let's say they take an article as a background, that's not an overlapping pattern. You're not really going to see that. You understand? I mean, his background more or less give moire effect. His curtain he's got in the back. So I do think he's kind of just trying to make excuse.
No, his curtain in the back won't give a moire effect. God damn it, man. Holy crap.
Uses for it.
Jesus fucking
But that's
Christ.
just my opinion.
I found an article on Reddit.
They all have to make excuses because they're all implicitly involved.
Yeah. It says just in drawing comics you get that digital effect on a comic strip is what it's saying.
Yeah, but we're looking specifically for the volume set, the LED screens. Does it give this effect like he's claiming? So that's why they needed a certain distance and things.
I don't see an article on it in here at all on that particular. I'm looking at their studio.
Because then you should be getting this effect at home in front of a normal TV screen.
Jesus fuck. Mute yourself, asshole.
Found a video. I'm in a commercial right now. Nice.
Okay. So
they're going over the Star Wars movie.
yeah, they're showing how they filmed it and stuff. I've seen that.
Yeah, that's fine. They're not going to say anything about it, is it?
Let's see. Trolls.
See if that answers your question.
Let's see. The Moira effect is a distracting pattern from occurs when a camera focuses too intensely on individual pixels of an LED wall. Okay, there we go, LED wall. So it can, because that is actually what the volume is, guys.
Yeah.
This is a similar way to cameras pick up the threads in clothing. This effect becomes particularly noticeable when focusing directly on the video on the wall. So that's exactly what I'm saying. So
No, that's exactly what Mark was saying. You said he was full of crap.
when you're putting your plane of focus onto the wall, it will give that effect. But when you actually shoot a scene, you're not putting your plane of focus on the wall. You're putting it on the subject.
Of course.
Yeah.
The
So
wall
I got
is just in the background. So that'll be stupid to focusing. You're putting your plane of focus on the wall. That's just normal.
He never fucking said that. He never said they focus on the wall. He said you defocus it by focusing it on the subject. You have to put it out of focus a little bit there, dipshit.
Camera. So yeah, like I said, it does seem like he's kind of just making excuses for it.
So what about the ULED, the new ones? The light on that's different from what I
Yeah,
can
but
tell.
it's not specific about the light. It's the wavelength of the light that's coming bouncing off. So,
Okay.
like I said, even his background now can give the Moira effect if you really had to make it. I don't know if you've guys seen
No, it wouldn't, Flatzoid. Jesus fucking Christ.
a person with a striped shirt before. You know, the thin lines.
Yeah.
If you stare at it too much, your eyes go all weird.
Yeah. I
That's the
get
Moira
that. I get it with certain wall patterns as well. Hey, it usually is lines. It usually is vertical lines that make your eyes mess up a bit. Or horizontal lines. Yeah.
You ever stare at those 3D books where you can see an image after you stare at it long enough?
Yeah, do you know what happened? I remember that they started doing that in the 90s on Pepsi cans, and I used to look at it and I used to see it opposite. I used to see indented. I used to see the concavity of it and not the convexity of it. It used to go in the way for me. I can
Do you know why? I bet you don't know why.
do it now when it comes out 3D, but before, when I used to do it, it used to go in the way. It's weird. I still seen the image, but
It was doing that because you were crossing your eyes, not letting your eyes relax and go straight forward. That's why it did that.
when it was.
But it's the same as if you take like a white background, you just draw two different colored dots, and you concentrate on the one dot. The other one will either disappear or become the same color.
Right. Yeah.
Hey, Real Cygnus.
And so if you look at all of our footage, please go through. You'll see as we're moving around, you're not really seeing that moire effect. And you also notice on the 360 cameras, everything is in focus.
No.
Hmm?
Not everything.
No.
I don't agree with that. So you're saying you got unlimited field of view and depth of field on a 360?
I don't think any camera on terrestrial
I don't know. Did you watch the fucking video? Looks that way.
will do that. Period. There's too much refraction in the air to begin with.
Let's actually quickly go to one of their. Back to the Steve McKeegan channel.
Ooh, Dave McKeegan's got a channel.
Yes.
I keep calling him Kevin Keegan. Like Kevin, but I say Kevin McKeegan. Wow.
I want to see where he's. I'm looking for his time lapse. Where's videos? Why is it not under videos? Captain. Okay, that's alive.
Should be under videos.
Blew him up, but they
Didn't Dave McKeegan have a full 24-hour, or did he stick it on a Duffy? Let's go to.
Did you hear back from Jonathan yet?
Yeah, Saturday. We still up for Saturday.
Yeah. make sure I'll trim out the piece where he says this went where the sun set after the sunset. I think is what he said.
What's up,
What?
Janusz?
What was Sean saying about the trailer at the beginning of this? What was Sean saying that the where you marked on the horizon that you marked the
Hello,
street
everyone.
wrongly, even though you were there?
I'll play it for you now, but
I didn't catch it properly. I'm like, but Flats was there. What are you talking about? How can you tell him he's?
no. He's saying that I'm the one that said where 118 would be, not
Oh, right.
not Andrew Johnston. Let me just quickly look because
No, you said 118 was to the left of where it actually rose, Flatzoid. That's what you put there. Andrew Johnson didn't put that there. You put that there.
Oh God.
He loves
There's
calling
still-
you a liar, doesn't he? He loves calling you a liar. He loves being a.
that's all he ever done.
Because that's all Flatzoid ever does, is lie. Yeah. Flatzoid lies constantly. I call him out on it.
Is he that sock account that was in chat earlier calling you a coward, dude?
No, that's a new stalker that's been stalking me for the last week.
Oh,
I blocked. I think it's 5 or 6 emails from that guy, different accounts, and
So
I've
many
blocked
of
like
them.
3 different troll accounts on YouTube. The guy just creates new accounts the whole time to bother me, so I just ignore the guy. Okay, but look, this is what you're talking about.
Awesome.
Correct? That's where he said.
Yeah.
I see that.
Then I went and I did my observation. Whoopsie.
Right. And you put the 120 whatever here when 120 something is actually over here. 118 is here, Flatzoid.
See? There's 118, just like he said. Where's the sun?
Yeah.
The sun is at 118 degrees.
Over.
No, dude, you wrote this. This is what you put. See, this is your video, man. Observation kills the globe. You think he put this on his video?
Oh my!
Is that what you think, Flatzoid? This is your work.
Goodness. Yes.
He's retarded, dude. I swear to God.
This is.
Of course, it's Flats' video.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my photo. It's a photo. But the guy's so stupid. He doesn't understand this.
But you're showing it.
It's a screenshot taken by Andrew Johnson saying this is where 118 degrees is.
Yeah. My goodness.
But look, this is his excuse.
This is where you say the Earth, the globe says it should have rose, but this is where you saw it. See, you put the 122 there. This should be the 118, and you said it rose here.
What's an ass?
Look at how dishonest this motherfucker is.
Someone that
Correct.
uses
That's what he said.
that often, and that attitude has got to be a liar. You know what I mean? Someone that uses that language readily like that all the time, talking to people that's just talking truth, is the definite liar.
Flatzoid doesn't speak truth, dipshit. Neither do you.
He achieved pretty uncommon thing, you know. He's more stupid than ugly. So yeah, good for him.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you. Everybody can see the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Is Duffy in focus?
Yeah.
No.
Or how
Yeah, he is.
about
No.
who's this? McKeegan.
Yeah, they're definitely not.
Look how he's coming into focus as he walks closer.
You can see with the stitches there, can't you?
Is that Jonathan or McKeegan, whoever that is? If McToon will get his
No, he's not out of focus when he's farther away.
big fat head out the way.
Move.
Yeah, it's
That's
Jonathan.
McKeegan.
Okay, this is Jonathan.
I don't know who. That's Jonathan.
No, this is Jonathan.
Look at the fucking mountains, dude. Those are in focus.
All right. He's not. He's
Look at the mountains back there. That's in focus, dude.
in focus pretty much there.
The horizon line, pretty crisp, pretty sharp.
But
But look at that. See, out of focus. The truck is out of focus.
so our background could be out of focus easily. No problem.
Yeah, but
Why
he
is
says
But it's not. It's not out of focus.
It's camera like that.
There's no fucking bokeh. You're fucking lying. Hey, Sully, how you doing?
He says the 360 camera
Hey, JD.
has everything always in focus.
Why is he covering his camera like that? What's he trying to do?
Oh, for the sun, the light.
Oh, okay, just for
So
that.
you can see on his LED screen probably.
Right. Oh, yeah. Of course.
It's called a dark cloth. It's most commonly used with view cameras.
Oh, he's just trying to see what the size is quickly. He's like, yeah, okay, yeah, smaller. No, that's still too big. Sorry, Mattoon.
Hey, Mark.
I remember them sticks at school, long rulers.
Got
Those
a light
rulers
of
were
flirt.
good, man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. By the way, guys, please hit the likes, share the show. I'm sure we can get a lot more likes than just 55 because you also got like 180 people watching. So hit the likes, man. Get at least to 100. What's going on?
I was going to say I've managed to get 504 subs now, so I'll do a 500 sub special at some point. It was just I wanted to wait and make sure it didn't go back under. You know what I mean? So it seems like it'll be all right. So,
congratulations, man.
That's cool. It's cool. Thank you.
Yes, congrats.
Yeah, don't be a globber. Give a like.
Yeah, hit the likes, share the show, guys. Please. Okay.
So you
Hey, Debatable D.
would absolutely see the moire effect on an LED wall if we were using that. We didn't. We went to Antarctica. I got sunburn on my face and
I also got to point out something else. If you were doing the volume, you're not going to use 360 cameras, really. You're going to do...
Why? Why wouldn't you use a 360 camera? What the fuck are you talking about?
You know, okay, you can use it, but you would do it in the studio where already post-production, everything changed, everything out. That's why we said it's more realistic to me that you did an HDR environment in Unreal Engine, and then you just overlaid it while you were... That's it. So you can have the fake sun.
But you'd still have to have some way to look around, dumb fuck. Right? 360 camera would accomplish that.
But they're still saying, we went to Antarctica all the time. We don't challenge that. They were there. We know it already. But they are still bringing this, phrase all the time, like we would challenge that, like we are challenging it. So it's like a strawman big time.
Shut the fuck up, anti-Semite.
I was going to say thank you, Kane West, for becoming a King Rooster. Woo!
So he's German and he's an anti-Semite. Who'd have thought? Who'd have thought?
Rock. Appreciate it.
Everybody's a rooster today, aren't they?
Who'd have figured?
But yeah, thank you. Yeah, but that's it, Janusz. We're not saying they didn't go to Antarctica. We're saying they went. We're just saying some of the aspects are faked.
Some? You're giving them too much credit.
Actually, Janusz in Germany's what, Russian or some shit?
So yeah, it's weird. This is why I say they do a Duffy. They try and make people say things they didn't really say.
my lips, which I've never been sunburned on my lips before. And I did put sunscreen on, but if the sun doesn't set, that kind of messes with your perception of time. So I forgot to reapply. That's on me. Next time I go, I'll set alarms on my phone or something. So yeah,
I just want to say yes. Unreal is usually done in post. That's exactly my point, Joe. Remember, they could have planned all this already, and then when they did their live streams, remember when they did their live streams, they weren't showing the sun doing anything because they're not going to sit there literally doing a live stream for 24 hours. So it's still easy to fake it, even on a live stream.
You know, they also could have actually done exactly what they said, Flatzoid. They could have done that, right? It'd be a lot easier just to do what they said they did than to jump through all the fucking hoops, try and fake all the data on all the exifs, on all the fucking film, on all the digital images, trying to get people in Antarctica get 70 plus people to go along with it. Yeah, they could have done that, but then they could have just been honest. And seeing as you're the most dishonest piece of shit on the internet in the entire fucking planet, as far as I know, and you lie constantly about everyone and everything, what's more likely? That they actually went or that you're honest?
Like I showed, you can do in lifetime, you can fake the sky in lifetime with an Insta360 as well.
LED wall, totally busted, totally debunked. Why would there be the world's biggest LED volume in Antarctica anyway? There's no movie production that happens there. It's such a remote and extreme environment. A lot of people don't really realize that until you go there. Like, I thought it would be a walk in the park, but it is extreme. It is dangerous. It can get cold really fast. Luckily, we had great weather for the time that we were there. The first day I was walking around in a t-shirt, some people walking around in a little bit less than that. I don't have that kind of confidence, but if the wind isn't blowing and the sun is out, it wasn't horrible.
Why would people be walking around with less than a t-shirt on?
I know.
I don't know when they were doing the photo where some of them didn't have a shirt on. He's not that confident. Try and keep up, idiot.
In Antarctica. Ridiculous. And bare topped at one point.
Why would women go skiing in bikinis? Well, because they're confident.
For a photo, you know? Exactly.
They got
We
nude
know
beaches
there wasn't.
in Antarctica.
T-shirt, that's what you just said.
In birthday suit.
Yep. Why not?
There's that. What else did I have? Penguins, sunburn, selfie stick, shadows. Yes, some people are saying that the shadows go different directions. There's different lengths. Luckily, with the 360 video, you can always see where the sun is in the video. So if you look at the sun, that is a single source of light. And you look at, so the sun's here, and you have a person standing here, their shadow is going to go that way. You have a person standing here, and the sun is still over here, their shadow is going to go that way. Because there is that single source of light. If we had studio lighting, you wouldn't have that effect. You would have shadows crisscross.
That's a weak argument.
That's knackers.
I'm pretty sure the shadows are really reflective off the ice too. You're not going to get like deep shadows.
The shadows should still go in the same direction.
Yeah, I didn't say anything about direction. I was talking about like that's the only thing that changes in Antarctica though.
There's a park near me, and it's full of trees, and they all go in the same direction.
Well,
Yeah, of course.
From the source, yeah.
just want to do something. Yeah, it's.
I thought last time it was cameras that caused the different shadows, and this time it's just what you're standing at, where the light is. I don't know. Very inconsistent.
When shadows confuse you, give it up, man.
This guy's not a real filmmaker, is he? He's just a director.
No. He knows what he's talking about.
Okay.
I think he's just trying to make excuses. Okay. This is what Rusted Soul pointed out.
Okay.
This is Jared. The sun's at one local light source, remember?
Mm-hmm.
Look at the shadows. They crisscrossing, as he said would happen with multiple light sources.
No, they aren't crisscrossing. But you think this shadow here is from this building? No, there's a ridge of snow, dipshit. That's why. Jesus fucking Christ.
Correct?
Yeah. That's perpendicular to it. Pretty much.
Yeah, that shadow should be going straight the other direction. You shouldn't even see the shadow off that tent at all. Weird,
So
huh?
that's a bit odd.
Hmm.
That's a
I'm
bit
liking
odd.
Rusted Soul's observation. She's making good points.
Yep.
Can I ask you a question, Flats?
Yeah.
No, Rusted Soul is a dumb cunt. What the fuck are you talking about, man?
When you were on holiday and you were looking at sun, were you doing science, mate?
No, never claimed to do science. It's observation.
Right, that's what science is, observation. Yes. You see, you're so fucking stupid you don't even know that.
Where's my hypothesis?
Hypothesis is if the Earth is flat, the sun will rise at whatever. If the Earth is bald, then the sun will rise at 118, and it rose at 118. There's your hypothesis.
Just keep seeing loads of ballers saying you'd failed science and all kinds of stupid things regarding science.
How many F's are in the word things?
Yeah, but that's the thing. They do a Duffy. Because they actually have no rebuttal to my observation, and everything excuses they try.
No rebuttal to your observation? Absolutely, we have a rebuttal. Yeah, we have. See, you think that the sun calc is wrong and you're correct. That's the rebuttal would be that you're full of shit, and the prediction by sun calc is absolutely correct. If it wasn't correct, someone would have fucking caught it.
Trying to make shows just to be nothing. Their latest one is, oh, you're trying to do science. No, never once claimed science. Never once claimed
Right, because you don't know what science is.
anything with science. I just said, your globe made a claim. I did an observation that showed your globe claim bunk. That's
No, you didn't. You lied and pointed your compass at a place that was not where the sun rose, and but all that fades away when you realize that the sun could never rise south of 90 degrees. Could never rise south of you, ever, on a flat Earth. So what you did was lie about where the sun rose and debunk the flat Earth.
it.
Yeah. Difference between just testing something than science experiments. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a little test, a demo, or whatever you want to call it. But no,
I mean, it wasn't an experiment. I mean, where was the lab coat? Where were the beakers and the test tubes and the test tube holders? Where was the sock slit extractor? Where were those things? It can't be science without stuff, right?
nobody claims science.
Jesus
I
fucking
tell you,
Christ, these people.
when I get to Antarctica, I'm gonna look for like shadows crisscrossing.
How are you gonna get to Antarctica, motherfucker? You've raised $50 that you probably put in there to start.
When I'm down there, it's gonna be weird. Be the first time.
Yeah, you must still stick your link in again for people.
Crossing on top of each other, you don't see that. You see when people are separate and how far away they are from that single source of light is how the angle works. I'm not a lighting guy. I'm not a shadow expert. I'm sure I said something wrong there, but that's the general idea of it, generalizing a bit.
So Flatsoid, if you're standing there, right, and you see your shadow, the sun's directly behind you, to see your shadow straight forward, and you got a stick next to you, and the stick's shadow's going that way, and then you've got a curb that's perpendicular to you, that's casting a shadow on the road beyond it. What's that shadow going to look like? Long and horizontal, right? Perpendicular to your shadow that's going away from you, right? That's exactly what the fuck that was. That was a ridge of snow, probably a track from one of the vehicles going through. And where it was lower, the part that's higher that the thing didn't push down is casting a shadow onto the snow. That's what that's doing, dumb fuck.
I'm not an expert. I'm just
Kind of sounds like you had a discussion with McToon beforehand.
And because you're, hey, Wrath, because you're taller than the thing, you can see over that little ridge of snow and you can see that shadow that it's casting.
Mm-hmm.
So say LJ, thank you for your $2 switch. He says Sean Hawkins is the NPC's ape from Dragon Ball Z.
Is he?
On King Kong, yeah, and King Kame's planet. What's that ape?
Oh, yeah. I've seen him.
Thank you, LJ, for your super chat. Really appreciate it, mate. You rock.
Oh yeah. By the way, the tattoo on Goku's chest, isn't that the Little Dipper or something?
I
think it's
don't
supposed
know.
to be. Yeah, he's got stars on his chest.
Little Dipper is what I call my junk.
They say that
That's a running gag of that's a running joke of mine. Artie of Artie's Corporate Fiction used to play games a lot, like whatever the really hard ones, the Souls games. And everything you come to, like a column or hey Tusk, it's like a column, and it's like the rods of doom. It's like it's like they all have names like that. The cylinder of destruction. It's like every time he'd like that and show a name like that on the screen, I say, "Wow, that's what I call my junk."
the 360 could be deforming the fish, basically.
A 360 could be deforming the fish.
I wouldn't say that the 360 would cause the shadows to literally converge and diverge the way it does in that
They aren't. They aren't Flatzoid.
image.
I didn't think about that.
It's nothing more than the contour of the topography and the contours of the snow. God, what a dumb fuck.
Yeah.
some random guy. Yeah, so shadows, sun's low in the sky, it'll make shadows long. It was a really, really interesting environment, and I've never been anywhere like it before, but I would absolutely like to go back, and I will absolutely take a whole lot more video than I did. I had no idea that these theories would crop up involving us, and yeah. One last thing is the 24-hour live stream that we attempted down there. There were a couple of factors that happened. So Will brought his own Starlink. He brought this gigantic, it's like a marine, it's like a $2,500 antenna because you need a special Starlink for Antarctica, apparently. So he set it up at home. He tested it. It worked. Didn't leave it powered up for long and brought it down to Antarctica. Apparently, it required a software update, which went at 3 o'clock in the morning, Antarctica time, which was still broad daylight down there. And that took it offline. So you saw that with McToon's live stream. He got kicked off at 3 o'clock. It sucks. He should have done that software update before, but there was really no way of knowing that that was going to happen. The other factor was we were using...
I fucking hate software updates. I'll be ready to play a game with a bunch of people, like Call of Duty or whatever, and I'll go to fucking start the game up, and it's like, oh, you have to do an update. Fucking hate that.
Will's cell phone to stream to Rumble. And Rumble is a great platform. I'm a big fan of their free speech initiative and lack of censorship, but it's not quite as robust as YouTube. So
I just want to ask, what has free speech got to do with a 24-hour live stream of a sun?
It doesn't have anything to do with a 24-hour live stream of the sun. Candace Owens is a racist piece of shit and an anti-vaxxer and whatever repulsive thing you can fucking think of. And she likes Rumble better than YouTube because they don't censor her bigoted speech. Has nothing to do with the final experiment, stupid. Try and keep up with the conversation.
Nothing at all.
So they could have done this on YouTube as well.
Yes, if Candace Owens was on YouTube more than she was on Rumble, she probably has a bigger audience on Rumble because her audience is also racist pieces of shit like her and you.
Yes, they could have.
They could even ask for
Well, there's still no date. So, sorry, buddy. You keep losing, man.
special permission, just like they did with Rumble, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You keep losing.
There's
You keep coming in with a wrong comment, and you get put on timeout.
several platforms they could have went on: Odyssey,
Hey, Rocinante.
BitChute, that do 24 hours.
Did Mike think that I was pulling his leg about Don Quixote's horse? Agreed. That's agreed. That probably where you got Rocinante from was The Expanse, but originally they got the name from Don Quixote's horse. They were on a quixotic quest, which the word quixotic didn't exist before Don Quixote was written. Don Quixote wasn't named for a quixotic adventure or a quixotic quest. It's sort of like Catch-22. The term Catch-22 didn't exist before the book, before the J.D. Heller, H. Heller. Heller is his last name. Can't remember his initials.
Streams.
Did you? There you go. Okay.
NASA does it
Twitch.
on.
Put it on Twitch.
Yeah, they could have. Yeah.
But the thing that
Is Rocinante and Russia's Soul Show? Oh, cool.
bothers me with this 24-hour live stream is when it failed, they took it off. They didn't keep it run. They didn't keep it on.
Okay. Cry harder about it. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, man.
They took it off.
Let's see if he addresses that.
If they would have left it up, you would have said, oh, it's not full 24 hours, so it doesn't count. Right? So why the fuck do you care?
I don't think he will. I can almost bet on it.
We were using the Rumble Studio app on Will's Android phone, and that we had trouble getting it started. I don't know if any of you saw it, but it started in black and you could hear me, but you couldn't see us. Then we finally got the video on there. And so that was going great. We were manually moving the camera to track.
Well, that's the thing. We couldn't see it because you removed it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
How convenient.
The sun. But when we got kicked off the internet, when Starlink did its reboot, that app would not let us rejoin the live stream without completely starting over, deleting the link, start creating a new link.
Ho, 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 ho. So maybe you should have done something else then.
Well, maybe you should have fucking gone yourself, coward.
Yeah.
And why would you need to delete? That's rubbish. You don't need to delete a link to do a new live stream.
What's the problem with starting a new live stream? You can start, it's the same as YouTube. You can do a live stream right away, straight away, or do it for later. You just haven't got so many slots. You can
See, those are the demons, Tusk. Those are the demons inside that make him lie. They're trying to come out. They're heating his skin up so it turns all pink like a baby mouse.
only do one live stream.
How many times? How many glitches have I had during YouTube live streams that it still shows me on a live stream
Exactly.
while I'm doing another live stream?
I've had my computer break down. I've had
Dulcinea was the name of the whore that was locked in prison with him.
to restart it, and it's still live when I come back on. You know?
It just shows a black screen until you come back.
Yeah, yeah.
It happened during
One of the best soliloquies in movies is Peter O'Toole's soliloquy about life as it is.
my testimony. Remember that? We had 360 images, and so you cut that off and went and opened up a new link.
Yeah.
Exactly.
See if I can't find
Hard
it.
to do.
All right, we've got to break this story.
That's right. That was bizarre.
So I do see this as an excuse. He needed to delete it. Rubbish. You didn't need to delete it.
Wouldn't have only needed to do a 12-hour live stream though. Start at midnight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, think about it.
Did you see Savannah?
It's ended the stream now. Now he wants to do it again. So he deleted the old. No, you don't. You just end it and then do the new stream.
Yeah, that's it.
This is fishy, dude.
If
That's
it's
all
deleted,
it is.
if it's deleted in Rumble, if it's deleted, if it's still
Yeah, if you wanna see something good, click the link.
not, if it's not actively
And I gotta pee. I'll be right back.
going live, you can make another live stream. Because like on YouTube, you can make umpteen live streams at once. You can schedule them, but on Rumble, you can only do one at a time. You know what I mean? You can only schedule one.
Yeah.
But so if that one was finished and through with, he could schedule another one or just go live straight away. Simple.
Yeah, but they don't have to delete the first one either. That's what.
No, they don't have to delete it. No, it's the same as here. If you like, I've cut it off before. I've cut it off in Rumble before, where it's I've been doing YouTube and Rumble at the same time. I've cut it off in Rumble an hour in and carried on in YouTube, and it's had the hour in Rumble and 3 hours on YouTube. You know what I mean? And I've started
you didn't delete one of them.
So I don't see the problem with that. It makes sense to me.
There was no way they were not going to show the 24-hour sun. The ramifications of what would happen are too. I mean, it's a colossal problem from academia to government to control. I mean, there is no way.
They're still going with the it's a colossal problem for the globe, but anything that happened isn't a problem for the flat Earth.
The big picture is they had to fake it. There's too much on the line.
Yep. I agree. I've been saying that for a while now.
We said that
I just went into
no matter what, they won't come back and say there's not a 24-hour sun. They have to 24-hour sun.
I just wanted to find out. I said on Rumble live stream, if it fails, do you need to delete the link to stream again? If a Rumble live stream fails, you typically don't need to delete the original stream link to try again. You can often just restart the stream using the stream name. However, if you're experiencing repeated issues, it might be helpful to check your streaming settings or consult Rumble support for troubleshooting tips.
So basically, it doesn't really happen.
So in other words, he just talked shit.
Aye.
Yeah.
Surprise, surprise.
They were very unprepared. There was no I would have been practicing and hey, let's see how this works. They had 3 days, probably more in preparation of this. You know,
but like I said, if Duffy was able to do a 36-hour stream after they were at that container, why couldn't he have done a 24-hour live stream?
That don't make any sense. Yeah,
he had many chances to restart it. Many.
Exactly.
They weren't going to do it to start with. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I mean, his story is also not really adding up.
Yeah, that is a good point, Tusk. Yeah. They're doing a complete 180 degrees.
To what Dave McKeegan's been saying,
But that's what liars do. They don't care what lies they tell or what lies they lie about lying.
McKeegan's excuse and Duff, whatever, was saying, well, Duffy wanted his phone back and it did the updates, but he needed someone in the UK to give permission to stream, something like that. That's not what he's saying, yeah? He's saying it was 3 a.m. in Antarctica, not in the UK.
Okay.
And Dave McKeegan said it was 3 a.m. in the UK, where the person he needed to give the okay that they can stream for some reason. I don't know why you need someone else's.
Just check time zones, and let's see what's the time in the UK when there is 3 a.m.
Are you sure that's what he said there, Flatzoid? Because that's not what he said. He said he checked with a person in the UK because that's who the subject of the stream was going to be about, was the person in the UK. And he was checking with them to see if they could stream at that time if they were fucking awake.
Antarctica.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
According to ALE website.
He doesn't fucking listen. He doesn't know how to process information into his tiny little pin brain.
Right. It's -3 GMT.
Mm-hmm.
He never learned any kind of critical thinking skills.
Yeah,
And
we
what
went
does
through
that?
this.
What does that sit with you guys?
That made it 9 o'clock or something.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
figured
so people will still be
9:30.
awake anyway.
That's the thing. Like,
Hey,
you
what's up? What's up,
can't even nail down a correct time.
That's it.
No.
Yep.
It's a gaggle screw, dude. That's what it is.
Yeah.
No way you can figure it out.
Hey, there's the KKK piece of shit.
What
I
happened?
just
You
want
didn't
to
show
point
up?
out.
Yo,
I just want to point out. Soft doesn't have a green screen behind him.
No, no, don't.
No, I don't see it. No.
See,
What's up, man?
it's such a pain in the butt to turn it on and off. I mean, it's just like there's nothing you can do.
That's a mission. We
Of
can
course,
hit the
it's hard.
button.
It's
Oh, yeah, look at that. How about
a
that?
hard process, isn't it? Soft?
Yeah. And then to turn it back off again, I mean, it's a problem.
It must take hours to do, you know?
Yeah, I get you.
So yeah, that's
Yeah, and you can see the lights in his house dim because that green screen's just taking up so much fucking power. Yeah, this piece of shit claims that if they wanted to conserve on batteries, then they should have turned the green screen off because green screen just eats up an inordinate amount of resources when it doesn't.
that's something that's bothering me though. So if I do ever talk to this guy, I'm going to ask him.
Oh, Flash, you're just about to hit 5,000, you know? Not too far.
Yeah, we're going to soon have a 5K a 5K special.
What, 60 people are going, that's it?
What was it? Why didn't he show up?
No, he's not invited to show up.
Huh.
I just said I saw he had some answered questions, so we're going through his video.
The other one's
Yeah,
in
I
the
need-
order, isn't it?
It's a
I
week
need
ago, I
52
think.
people,
52.
5K, guys. So by the time next week, I should have 5K.
Absolutely. So, yeah, the guy's still coming tomorrow. What's his name? Andrew? Is it Andrew? No.
Jonathan Morandi.
Saturday's
it's
John.
Thursday today.
Saturday, yeah, of course. I was thinking today's Friday.
So that's gonna be exciting because he did leave a comment on a video earlier saying thank you for the exposure, looking forward to coming to the chat. So he's gonna come Saturday. So get your questions ready.
Get your questions ready.
I'm gonna bring in a clip of him saying it the sunset, so that's gonna be good enough for me. I want to hear what he has to say. Yeah.
Oh, I've got a question. What is the flight velocity of an unladen African swallow?
Oh,
Unladen.
No, that's not the fucking question, moron. The question is, what is the flight velocity of a laden swallow?
That was a good one.
God damn, you're dumb.
So you know what I mean. Fuck the brain.
If you're going to quote Monty Python, do it right, motherfucker.
Most people, Globbers, and the government.
Mhm.
It's what I always meant.
Did you happen to catch Joe Cool on my show last night?
I did. That was a train
Yeah,
wreck.
Vicky said he was on there. She says that joke was on Sobs again.
He likes
at the time.
he does like going on your show.
He's a character, all right. I'm telling you.
Well, next
Yeah,
time we
I had
come
a-
down, I was going to tell him, what are you about this? Do you want to discuss? I mean, you've already said everything that you thought, and you don't listen to nothing anybody says. So why do you even bother? You know.
we had a lot of fun in the chat. I can tell you that.
Exactly, Wrath.
Well, I would chat with you guys, but I'm working at that time, so I'm just listening. It was enough. It was entertaining.
Even the comments, everybody's like, "Oh my God, where does this guy come from?" You know, like, well,
From the globe.
yeah, he come from the globe, man.
Okay, let's see if we can finish some questions. He's got another video where he answer questions as well. So this is what.
And that wasn't something that I was able to do in Antarctica. So our executive producer that I worked with created that link. He was in London at the time. He was long asleep by that point. So
9 p.m. Long asleep at 9 p.m.
UK time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jet lag.
No, but 9 p.m. UK time. Do you know any grown-ass person that really sleeps at 9 p.m.?
Me.
Oh, but you special, man.
Yeah.
No, you don't sleep at 9.
There's always
You
one.
sleep about
In
more than
general,
10,
in
11.
general, no. I mean, a reasonable time to go to bed is like 10, 11-ish, and midnight, I would say. But I mean, I'm up all night usually, ish.
But anyway, I want to also point out, okay, that guy's link failed. Why don't you use your own account link? You can literally take you 2 minutes to set up your own account if you needed to.
Of course. It's just it's
And
not, these are not
Why,
things.
why,
These are
and
excuses.
also, why couldn't you just use Candace Owens' account?
Right.
She's got to have a big one. She's a celebrity, you know.
Of course.
Senator girl, Rothschild. You know.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have a backup plan? You just had one? It's
I know,
ridiculous. It doesn't make any
I
sense.
worked in movies and TV. You know, you should be pro at this stuff. You know?
So it's just the weird things like that. I think it's just a cop-out, just an excuse. Because you didn't need to delete the link, first of all.
No.
And secondly, saying, well, I needed someone else so I could get it to work. No, you just flip and do it yourself on your own channel. Why don't you just do it on YouTube then?
Right.
Just
It's
do
almost
it
like they
21st.
just went, you know, like spur of the moment. Oh man, I didn't have nothing ready, you know.
Yeah.
It was like Home Alone.
But
in
the
Antarctica.
thing is, but the weird thing we have to point out, why specifically at the 12-hour mark? That's the crucial time when it was supposed to show. To me, that's like, did they not want people to see that was going on at that specific time? I mean, we've had Jaron say it goes behind the mountain for like 2-3 hours. We've had Dave McKeegan says it goes behind the mountain. We've had Miranda Jonathan saying it goes behind the mountain.
He does get invited to parties, but they're it's formal attire. You have to wear your best white hood.
Yet their footage always shows it above the mountain.
Yeah.
But it goes behind the mountain. It really does. It sets
But
behind the mountain.
didn't you know some days it does and some days it don't?
Depends what the sun feels like today.
You know, and then you have the like you have to think you've only got a day of sun. You know, like if you're like chances of all the sun that
A day of sun? No, you got 6 months of sun, dipshit.
they were going to have
24/7.
a cloudy day, you have to be better prepared. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, this wasn't that professional.
You know, we're very flat earthers are very speculative anyway. You didn't think we were going to ask questions and like examine and you know like we're the crazy ones. We've been lied to all of our lives.
It's got to be scrutinized.
No, you haven't been lied to all your lives, you fucking paranoid fuck.
Yeah,
So when is Jaron?
Someone has convinced you that you've been lied to your whole lives because you're a gullible piece of shit.
Going live with his stream today.
Now you're basing your entire fucking life on that. God damn, how pathetic are you?
He's going live in like, what, 25 hours now or something?
So we get 25 hours of him calling us retards for asking questions.
Yep.
Yeah, because he's apparently...
Yes, you are retards. You are retards. You ask questions, but you don't accept answers to any of them.
going to be
That's fucking retarded.
responding to everyone that says TFE is fake. So we probably on that list.
No, I don't really give a shit. I've already determined that it wasn't legitimate. There's a bunch of screwy stuff went down.
Shut up.
You fucking loudmouth asshole chong looking motherfucker.
But I'm just a dumb flirter. I wouldn't know anything. We're still in the same boat we were before anybody even went on this clown show. So next.
Yeah, well, we also want to point out, remember Duffy said this is the final experiment. He's killed the flat earth. Yet he comes onto a stream and says, oh, this is just helping me to kill the flat earth. I thought you killed flat earth, man.
Yeah,
and then he also comes and says, well, I want to do another final experiment. Do you know what final means?
The last one, right?
No, he doesn't know what an experiment means, but I mean the final part, come on.
He still hasn't answered your false dichotomy claim.
It wasn't an experiment anyway, but the title hasn't aged well, is it? It's not even a few months past, and they're going for another final experiment. Unbelievable.
Well, there'll be another one next year. You know, they got to make money off of this thing.
It didn't seem like it was a hill worth dying on at that point. I wish we could.
God damn, these people are ignorant. April 1st at 4:20? Sure. I'm available.
Used YouTube. I wish we didn't have to deal with the Starlink update in the middle of the night, but things happen when you're in one of the most extreme and remote
Why so far away? Huh? Why so far away? How about this week?
Environments in the world. Literally, I was very.
Oh, why couldn't he use YouTube?
Like I said, these are excuses, not reasons.
You know what I find really interesting?
Tell you one reason why he's probably
Duffy had his laptop there.
Tell you one reason why he's probably said that is because there's his channel. So yeah. So he's just number one, it's a sock account of somebody, December 29th, 2024. And he's got no evidence for anything he claims. How about that?
Okay. Why didn't Duffy stream it on his laptop then?
That makes sense. Don't know why.
He could have linked the 360 to his laptop. His laptop's sitting in the container, all warm and cozy, plugged in. There you go. 24-hour live stream.
Okay. Yeah. I caught that, Mark.
Yes. He uses OBS.
Yeah.
See, he's just a piece of shit troll, is all he is. He's got nothing to back up anything he says.
They had a couple of laptops there. Jonathan had one, and remember,
like fucking nothing.
When Jerry went into the container the first time, there was at least
and he fucking knows it.
3 laptops there. right?
Yeah, that should have been their number one priority, guys.
I know why they didn't, guys. I know why they didn't.
Because there's no 24-hour sun?
Not just that, because they
think
needed to edit. Why do you think they're looking so busy with their computers when Jaron walked in with his 360? They were busy.
I don't know, because they were fucking texting people and doing shit like that, like you'd normally do on a computer. Maybe getting their shit together for the next time they go out. Maybe that.
How do you think Dave McKeegan stayed awake for 40 hours?
Cocaine.
Not sitting there counting his thumb and then going outside every 20 minutes. No.
No, probably daylight. Probably because it was not nighttime ever when they were there, and it's really hard to sleep, especially when you've got a job to do.
Being busy.
Yeah.
Meth.
Yeah,
It not really is.
That's quite insane. Yeah.
So you just use a sock account, which is what you motherfuckers hate, right? Oh, you're a sock account. You're a sock account. You're evil. You're a sock account. So, but you use a sock account in somebody else's channel, right? Fuck off. Fuck you, you cowardly little bitch. You cowardly little shit cunt. I'll give you 10 minutes this time.
That's what I'm saying. All the people are professional streamers, yet they aren't able to make...
Give you 10 minutes to gather your bravery. And if you don't come back with a reasonable time to debate, then you're fucking gone. Sorry.
Okay, stream. That's why I call them incompetent.
Absolutely.
Very surprised at how well Starlink worked out there because it's so remote. There's very few satellite overflies that happen there compared to the rest of the world, just because it doesn't make sense to waste resources on a continent that has maybe 1,000 people max on it when you could serve millions of people elsewhere. So I was very surprised that it worked that well. So anyway, that's going to do it for this video. If you have any questions,
thank you, Mark Herman. Appreciate it. Let's get to a second video.
No question.
Yeah, good question, Dakin. Why would you be afraid of having your main account attached to Flat Earth unless you're embarrassed for it to be known that you're a Flat Earther?
Did he?
Good question. Maybe you can answer that when you come back, Sogs.
Excuses, bro.
See, I don't 100%. I'm. That's one thing that gets me a bit skeptical too much is that live stream that just stopped and they couldn't do anything further.
Yeah, they had 4 days that they could have done another live stream at any point in time.
Yeah, there's so many ways they could have redone it. They could have tried to do it again, wait until the person was awake, because apparently that person sleeps at like 9 p.m. They could have just used someone else's account to stream. They could have actually just contacted YouTube before the time and said, well, we're planning on doing this. Would you guys lift the 12-hour limit? Just like they asked Rumble to do. Why didn't they do that with YouTube?
Yeah, I bet Candice Owens could have pulled that, you know.
Oh, you think they could just contact YouTube? They'd email back within, what, an hour? Fucking tool.
They got strings they could have pulled. They could have got a 24-hour stream pumped out of there.
Or they could have just done different stints of streams.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They could have streamed just under the 12 hours, and just before that one ends, they already have someone else already streaming to show, look, we are still live doing exactly the same.
Yeah.
And you'd accept that break in continuity? You'd accept that? You wouldn't complain about it? You wouldn't say it's evidence of fakery? Get the fuck out.
They could have used Rumble and YouTube. They could have streamed
fucking pieces of shit.
12 hours on one and 12 hours on the other and overlapped them.
Right. Or you could have fucking gone, you cowardly little bitch.
So it's
and dated
sorry.
it, timestamped it, while it was going.
Yeah, that's also one thing. Why didn't we get any timestamps anywhere? Nothing. They're not really giving anything.
Well, they're looking for truth, and when you're doing truth, you don't tell the truth. And then you accuse everybody of lying about you when you get back from telling the truth. You know?
Look at AgroFlats' ad over this.
Yeah, I don't either. Man. They fucking Globebusters streams for like a year at a time. Like you'll see one of his streams 101 days and shit. I mean, how do they do that?
Observation.
Yeah.
And it's just an observation.
Yeah.
And he get all information he possibly could in that.
Yeah, I gave latitude, longitude. I gave the actual degree measurement. I took the actual observation with 3 different phones, different times, 4 times, They gave the same results. I even did true north and magnetic north. I used a different type of stand to put it on, and yet they're still unhappy with what I did.
Right.
That's why you didn't go down there.
Right, but you didn't use a theodolite app, which would tell you exactly which direction you're facing. You didn't calibrate the compass before you used it on any of the phones. You pointed it at the wrong direction and claimed that's where it rose. You said the sun rose at 4 or 5 different directions. So, yeah.
I even gave the time and the day as well.
That's why you weren't invited to TNT, because you would have gotten the correct information and all that stuff. They didn't need you there because.
William Knob says they're 3 hours ahead. No, minus.
But yeah, you could have used Unreal Engine and just had the sun at the wrong place, right? Right?
Minus 3 GMT.
Yeah, according to their website, and I can't understand why they'd have it wrong on their website.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's minus 3 GMT, which comes up to 9 p.m. UK. So, yeah. They streamed for 12 hours, David Banner, before it went down. Just literally when it was supposed to show still in the sky, that's when it went down. That's why we said that's odd. How's that for timing?
I'm Mark Herman. I am back with my dishonest eyes, according to that one commenter. I wanted to answer a few more of your questions and put out a call to see if there's any more that you have now that some more time has elapsed since the final experiment and since my video itself. First of all, I want to thank Max Dandry, if I'm pronouncing that right, for giving us all these plaques. Pretty cool. 3D printed is actually the first 3D printed thing that I own. I know I want to get out before the conspiracy theorists say that the dates are wrong. We were actually there until the 17th, but when he printed these, he had no way of knowing that we would have to leave a day early due to bad weather. However,
this is all on you, so go ahead.
Yeah, right. Come on now.
Yeah, cry more about them leaving early. Sav, go ahead. Cry for me.
Nobody left out of there on the 17th. Come on.
Just want to see. 3 a.m. GMT. But that's plus. It's minus. How do I get to the minus?
I'm going to say this. This story is like Swiss cheese. It's got a lot of holes in it, man.
Yep.
God, that was fucking hysterical.
That was the date on the plaque. I didn't even ask. We didn't even ask. Why is he like when they say stuff like that? It's just like it's like they're like sometimes lying can be complicated, and telling the truth is really easy sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you. They're making it real complicated.
Exactly.
If it's minus GMT, that's 3 hours behind UK. So if it were midnight in UK, it would be 9 o'clock.
Yeah, but he said it was 3 o'clock in the morning GMT. So that's 3 hours
that's plus
earlier.
GMT.
Yeah, you plus. So that's 6 hours. Isn't that 6 hours?
If they were saying it were midnight, if they were saying
he said it's 3 a.m., not midnight.
Yeah, that makes it plus GMT.
No, they're still minus.
No,
Jesus fucking Christ! If you're west of Greenwich Mean Time, it's always negative, dipshit. Fuck.
This means they're 3 hours behind. So
yeah, so they're 3 hours behind you. So then it was 6 a.m. by you guys.
No.
Not 9 p.m. 6 a.m.
They're 3 hours behind us.
Let's see. ALE. Antarctic logistics and expeditions times. Let's see. Where? We gotta just find it quickly. Where would we find it now? It was at the bottom somewhere.
Down there at the bottom thing.
Yeah, it's usually at the bottom.
About.
Can I ask you questions regarding string theory? I don't understand string theory, so you can ask any question you want. I won't have an answer for it. See, I'm not a flat earther, and I won't make up shit to make myself seem like I know anything about it. So go ahead. But if your question isn't followed by a date and time you can debate, then you're fucking out. You're timed out.
I'm trying to figure out where we got it last time.
I mean, dude, you don't understand simple geometry, simple physics, simple math. Why the fuck are you getting into string theory?
It's on ALE Union Glacier website.
Yeah, I'm on the Union Glacier website.
Their
That's
time
right.
zones are really weird down there. They're really close together, right? Makes it hard to do.
If it's minus GMT, that means it's behind UK because we're 0 GMT.
Fucking time zones confuse the shit out of these people.
Let me just do it this way. Union Glacier Antarctica. He's popping in again. Charles, there we go. Antarctica time zone.
It's Chile is the time zone they're in or they use.
So, Flash, are you
So just check it from Chile.
picking up chicks today?
Last 13 hours GMT.
Well, at the moment, by me, because by me it's 10:30 at night, okay?
No, it's not 13.
And by them it's 9:30. Then it's 9:30. So
they're all different time zones, aren't they? It's under Chile time zone.
Yes,
It's minus GMT.
Yeah, we need to find the glacier.
And
minus 3 hours, yeah. Minus 3 hours.
If it's minus GMT, that means it's behind us.
Because it says Union Glacier time, GMT. Oh, there, yeah, I've got it on screen. Let me just confuse it. Close.
So they're 3 hours behind you guys.
There we go. Yeah, they're 3 hours behind you guys.
Yeah, they were, yeah. They would have been when they claimed it was midnight. It was 9 o'clock.
No,
GMT.
No, 3 hours behind.
No, it 3.
So 3 o'clock at night by them.
Oh no, sorry, I'm thinking of when they said it was.
Jesus fucking Christ. How many hours are there between midnight and 3 a.m., dipshit? Fuck me. Well.
Yeah, no, forget what I just said. Forget what I just said.
It'll be midnight by you guys. So the guy could be sleeping.
This time it would have been, yeah.
So it could be midnight. He could be sleeping.
If they said they started streaming at midnight, it would have been 3 a.m.
for us.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
That's right.
No, it's 3 a.m. by Union Glacier when he streamed. So it was midnight in the UK.
All right, yes. I thought they said they started streaming at midnight and people were watching it at 3 a.m.
No, he's talking about the 24 hours, son. When it's crashed. When it crashed at 3 a.m.
Right. So I was getting mixed
my bad. I was thinking about them other streams.
No, I was getting mixed up. I was getting mixed up with that as well.
So that was the
right. So yeah.
The guy could be sleeping.
If they said it were, what time did they say they started streaming on Rumble?
But yeah, I don't know when he started, but I mean, think about it. That was 12 hours at 3 a.m. They streamed long before they started doing the midnight, aren't they?
So why at that particular time did it go down?
But that's my whole point. That was around about where midnight would be about.
No, and Brian Shaker says Antarctica is 13 hours ahead of you.
No, there's different bases on different time zones. That's something like that. Scott, I'm under some base that's minus 13. Union Glacier's under Chile time. It's minus 3 GMT. It says on the website.
That's a big difference, though. 13 hours, isn't it?
It's ridiculous, isn't it?
That's stupid. Stupid.
They see for GMT UK time is minus 3 hours. Eastern New York time is plus 2 hours. Pacific Standard Time, it's LA, is plus 5 hours. And then Scott Station, which is located to the South Pole, uses New Zealand Daylight Time, which is plus 13 hours.
Wow.
So anyway, yeah, the guy could have been sleeping. It was midnight. But that still doesn't count the fact he could have just done another stream.
But that doesn't count. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So just move it a little further, kick it down the road, right? Right, you're wrong, but you're still right, right? What a fucking clown.
And he didn't need to delete the link.
Dave Banner used to work in Greenwich, not far from Scotty Sack, so Greenwich meantime.
Yeah. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
I did get this certificate of achievement from ALE that does have the correct dates on it.
I tell you what, Jolly Man, if you want to keep commenting here, you'll have Fkatzoid unblock me on his channel. Same with you, dipshit. Sogs. If you want to keep commenting on my channel, you'll have Fkatzoid unblock me on his. You're buddies with him.
Very nice of them.
Yeah, and that's why we're asking about the 18th, because now you got the 17th, eh?
Yeah.
Did you see Dave McKeegan's latest video responding to the 18th there?
Nope.
No, I did not see that.
You should be able to click on the thing and see what the deleted message is.
Yeah. He also shows his certificate and stuff. Unfortunately, I got bored halfway through and ended up just not watching all of it.
Well, he still got a video for Saab there, doesn't he? He's making one of
Yeah,
those.
he's addressing Saab specifically in that video.
Need to get this framed, as well as my plane tickets from the journey itself. I'll cover up my frequent flyer numbers on here, but British Airways London to Santiago, and then Santiago to Punta Arenas. But of course, the best boarding pass that I have is for the flight from Punta Arenas.
Yeah. Mark Herman from PG Punta Arenas.
Sandro makes a good point, and now I'm confused.
Yeah, because it was
we're in daylight savings.
I was just thinking that because he just added me in there, and I was just about to say that.
I was just trying to reconcile
Yeah, not all countries observe daylight savings.
it in my head, PJ, because it's still 0 GMT.
What would be the purpose of daylight savings time in Antarctica during the 24-hour sun? What would be the purpose?
For us, isn't it? Even when it, but with Fkatzoid,
they don't farm. Do you know that's where the 24-hour or where daylight savings came from? It's because of farming.
It is. He changes from 1 hour behind to 2 hours behind.
2 hours behind.
Yeah, currently I'm 2 hours in front of you
you're
guys.
2 hours.
But the thing is, for me, it never changes. It only changes for you guys.
Yeah.
I'm confused now about it. It's doing me head in.
Yeah, because right enough, it would have been.
Jeez. Jeez. Michael Kahn is confused. Wow.
I don't know.
Well, there's his ticket, guys.
Chile would have to be on daylight savings as well, wouldn't they, for it to match?
I think
of course, at the same
Where's
time.
the date on it?
It's doing me head in.
At the same time as well.
I'm stopping talking about it. It's
Where's the date on it?
I think, William, they only have economy class on that plane.
There is no. I mean, I can't see dates.
I don't see any date on it.
I know. Hold on.
No,
No,
14
no.
December, date 14 December.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 a.m.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's the 14th. That's not the 17th.
No, that's just on the way there. We want to see when he gets back.
Yeah, 14th. True. Yeah, because you'll have a back ticket as well.
Yes, Chile observes daylight savings time. The period of daylight savings time in Chile is from the first Sunday in September to the first Sunday in April.
Well, wouldn't you return?
Yeah.
That ticket proves not really, though, does it?
I mean, yeah, it's pretty
Even
clear.
this, wait, but even this, you know,
It's
this
pretty
could
isn't it?
just be
Enough
printed on
people.
normal paper.
Yeah, you'd think they'd have a bit of like, I don't know, headed paper or something on the tickets. I don't know. I might be wrong, but I don't go traveling.
It's
much.
easy to fake it. Let's just put it that way. It's easy to fake that ticket.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a black and white ticket.
But why
Down
would
to
they fake
Union
it?
Glacier.
No, they don't need to.
Well, there's no reason to fake it because we all agree that they went at some point, don't we?
Exactly. No, I got no issue with this.
Seat assignment doesn't matter. You saw there were maybe a handful or a dozen of us on the plane. All right, so questions. Someone asked, someone commented on my dishonest eyes. Let's
Yes, they're on daylight savings time right now.
start with that one. Like I said at the last video, I am very used to being behind the camera. Me being on camera is a rarity, and I'm not super confident in it yet, not super comfortable with it. So that's something I'm working on. So thank you for making me feel more self-conscious about it. I appreciate that. Another question is why we're only for
shame. What a shame.
I know.
Thank you for making me more self-conscious about my inferior complex.
He was saying that with tongue-in-cheek, dipshit.
60 cameras used for the sun time lapses. That's not entirely true. Dave McKeegan had a camera with a solar filter on it on a tracking mount that was tracking along with the sun. So he was able to get some great photos and videos with that. That's available on his YouTube channel, and you can check that out for yourself. So 360 camera was just the easiest way to capture that without manually being out there and moving it around or getting a bunch of tracking mounts. And we wanted people to be able to see, which is why Will Duffy and others have uploaded unedited 360 video. You're able to look around and see, because we knew that people would accuse us of doctoring the video or doing CGI.
Well, then why do we still see anomalies in this so-called unedited videos, you'd claim?
You don't. You don't, dumb fuck.
That's a good question.
I mean, remember when we had McKeegan on the last time and we explained why does it look like this box there? And it was just simply, I don't know what would cause that. Maybe it's just compression or something. I don't know. But
because it was an artifact of the 360 camera. That's why.
My thought is, why would it show compression only in one little piece of that whole stream? One specific piece.
Strange.
And it has a very distinct kind of pattern.
Had no idea people would assume that we're in a giant LED wall or green screen or any of those crazy theories. But here we are. So those videos are up, unedited, not even time lapse. If you want to sit through and watch 24 hours of 360 video, and stare at the sun, you can do that. I would advise that you do something better with your time, but if you want to do it, you can do it. We put the data out there for people to do their own research.
Yeah, okay. Trying to put you off doing it. You know? I think you should do something better with your time. You know?
They all could have done something better with the time and money.
Yeah.
That's what we said. I still don't know why they wasted so much money to do something that's literally not proven anything.
It literally did prove that the flat Earth can't be real. That's what it literally did, Fkatzoid.
Especially they're saying that all the other footage is real as well from Antarctica suns, 24-hour suns. They're saying that's real. So
right, they are. Yes, again, something that can't happen on a flat Earth.
Why did they need to go and do it again if that was real?
Because you whiny little bitches demanded it. And then when you found out they were going, you whiny little bitches said it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's because there's something more to this.
Gosh.
I mean, you guys hung on till the very last minute before right when they got there. And then when they showed the 24-hour sun, it was like, well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. That's what you did.
He looks kind of angry, doesn't he?
Some people.
He does.
Yeah.
Well, when hundreds of people call him a fucking liar, I'd be angry too.
Yeah, a bit of an orangey tinge to it, hasn't it, William?
People in the comments are accusing me of being too nice or playing both sides. I don't know what you want from me. You want me to be a jerk? I don't want to be a jerk. I try and live a very magnanimous life. I want to understand people. I want to empathize with people. I recognize that everyone involved is a human being with thoughts and feelings and beliefs of their own, and I respect them. I respect them for their humanity and for their humility. And I expect
flat earthers have no humanity. They have no humility, dude. You're new to this, aren't you?
that from people that I interact with in my life as well. So you get what you give, the golden rule, all of that. That's why I'm, I guess, too nice. Sorry. Am I a flat earther? No. I've never really been. I've worked in television for...
Whoa.
Never really been.
Wasn't it brought to us attention that he was the flat earther?
Not really sure.
No, I think it was said he represented a flat earther, namely Candace Owens.
Oh, that was Jonathan.
But he's not Candace Owens.
He's meant to be a flat earther.
No, they said Mark Herman.
Okay.
Coming as Candace Owens director or whatever, because he's a flat earther.
Well, which it called him a glober on his stream.
Yeah, which is kind of odd. But didn't they say he was the flat earther?
No.
But I was under the impression it was Morandi that was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan, that's what they say. But as far as I know, they also said...
Yes, that was Morandi. So, thought that was the other guy.
This guy was.
I'm not sure on that
I don't know, unless I heard wrong.
I'm not sure on that one at all.
We should go back over to a couple of streams and hear what they said.
You see, this is the thing. There's so much different contradictions and doublespeak everywhere. You never...
No, there's no contradictions in doublespeak, dipshit. The only contradictions in doublespeak are coming from you motherfuckers.
Know really what's going on anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why, but it does seem to me that they said this guy was the flat earther.
Mm.
Because you don't listen well, Fkatzoid. That's why you're stupid. You don't know how to process information. Store it in your thought bank. You don't know how to do that. You weren't educated on how to do that when you were a child. And see what happens when you don't listen well in school? You look like a fucking fool.
Good chunk of my
That rhymed, didn't it?
life and various positions in that. One of them I worked in master control. I would have to swing satellite dishes to downlink various TV shows. And I worked in the field before where we have a satellite truck and we have to uplink our live footage, and you get the list of the satellites, the coordinates, figure out everything. And there's...
Did you ask ever yourself, or did you see it, that the satellite dish is never, ever pointed like a 90 degrees, 70 degrees, or 60 degrees? It's always like a 30 degrees.
Yeah,
25, usually 23 degrees.
Yeah, never straight up.
No, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Satellites are normally, if they're geocentric, they're normally over the equator. So the angle that you see them is the angle that you're at.
Why? If we have satellites over our heads, why?
Guys, none of them are flat earthers, not even the flat earthers. That's true. It's true.
So even many people are saying they also heard that, and some people saying that was not said. So I'm going to have to go back and try to find if it was said or not, because I do think it was said.
I'm really not sure on that one.
Well, you think the Earth is flat and the sun can rise at 183 degrees south or east of you. or west of you. West of you. That's what you think, Flatzoid. So no one really gives a fuck what you think.
But yeah, it's odd that he's talking about technical things here. So what did we see? Well, they've
Yeah, absolutely, Mark.
got someone who's got the technical abilities to fake stuff. They got the VFX dude that's able to fake the what can I say, the artistic side of it, the VFX and CGI, and they've got the face of it, Mr. Duffy himself. They've got the professional photographer, Mr. Dave McKeegan, and they've just got all the faces to be there. So they have a full team that's able to fake this if they really wanted to.
And the question is, who paid for it?
Not Duffy, because he didn't really have money, remember?
No.
He drives a little Forester or something, right?
Remember the phrase?
Yeah, something like that.
Follow the money.
Mm.
If we find out who sponsored them, we will have our answers.
Yeah.
Very deep level.
Do you know what kind of car that Sam Walton drove? What kind of car did Sam Walton drive? Sam Walton, founder of Walmart, drove a 1979 Ford F-150 custom pickup truck. He drove it until he died. So, because Will Duffy drives a shitty car, doesn't have any reflection on his fucking bank account, dumb fuck.
I remember Candace.
There's definitely
Candace Owens. Sorry, I remember Candace Owens questioning the moon landing and kind of opening the door to what our realm is about. But I don't remember Mark Herman being.
But Candice is controlled as well, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, Scott Page says Candace Owens said he's looking into the flat theory. Okay, if that's a thing, then it could be true.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
something.
Candace Owens isn't controlled opposition. The only thing she's controlled by is the far right wing radicals of the fucking Republican Party. That's all she's controlled by.
Up there, I've heard people say that satellites on the flat Earth could be on weather balloons or suspended in some sort of way. I don't really buy that because if they were on balloons, I feel like they would drift. There's really no drift.
It's about the satellite which landed in the garden of the couple, and they found the balloon.
So that also means it don't buy laws of thermodynamics.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it don't abide by the laws of thermodynamics. Most fucking certainly does.
when I worked for the satellite industry for a while, man, and I put a lot of satellite dishes on roofs, and we aimed them at the horizon, basically, just above it. If we're on a convex round sphere, we wouldn't have to do that. The satellites would be above us.
Yep.
We'd be shooting them straight up.
No, they were no. Where were you installing these satellites, dipshit? Where? At the North fucking Pole? Because that's the only reason they'd be pointed at the horizon. Every satellite dish I've ever fucking seen points at an angle above the horizon, not at the horizon. You fucking liar.
Well,
So
I did make a joke even while I was.
He's a fucking liar. Let's see. What angle do satellite dishes have to be set at? The angle of a satellite dish needs to be set at is called the elevation angle. Varies depending on your location and the satellite you want to receive. But it's typically not a fixed number. You need to use a satellite dish alignment tool to find the precise elevation angle for your specific situation, which measured in degrees and can range from near 0, okay, to almost 90 degrees, depending on your latitude and the satellite's longitude. Let's see. He lives, about 40 degrees? For someone who lives in, let's say, Alabama. Between 35 and 40 degrees toward the south. That's not at the horizon, dumb fuck. Now let's go Montana, or let's say Michigan. The angle would be a lot lower from Michigan by 70 degrees. Satellite dishes in Michigan should be pointed at an elevation angle of around 90 degrees to receive a signal from a satellite. Dish should be pointed in the direction of the satellite, which is usually towards the south. Elevation. So The angle at which the dish points to the sky, a 90-degree elevation angle is pointing straight up. So
I was on holiday. I don't know if you guys
take from that what you will.
saw that while I was streaming. I was showing the satellite dishes in different directions.
Yeah.
Right, depending on which dish they're trying to pick up. Right, you could have 2 different companies that use 2 different satellite companies. You could have that. Like I wouldn't point if I had DirecTV, I wouldn't point at the same satellite of someone who has I can't remember the name of the company. I had it for a little bit, but they don't use the same satellites. I wouldn't point my satellite at a fucking Xfinity satellite if I wanted to pick up Starlink. People don't have a fucking clue. DSTV in Pretoria. There we go. Good question. Is that DirecTV? .35 degrees elevation towards the south.
Yes, they were pointing towards the horizon. They weren't pointing up.
To be honest, you don't have to
TV
buy Flat
antennas,
Earth.
Yeah.
You don't have to buy Flat Earth. You have it for free.
Yeah. But I'm saying basically satellite dishes are just basically radio antennas or TV antennas.
I must be very tired. Sandra said, Scott said that she is looking into FE. Okay, I must have misread it. Sorry, guys. I've had a hectic day. I'm actually very tired.
Yeah, I see it's hot there too, right?
And they are big support of Trump. So looks like they are good guys on our side, but they're supporting Trump. So I'm not saying that the Biden or Kamala are better, because they're not. But Trump is way more dangerous because he's a businessman. He's actor with a huge portfolio on the IMDb, and he's
really. So he has a huge portfolio on IMDb. That makes him a good president.
Pretty intelligent. So that's why I say he's.
And he's deporting our entire agricultural labor force. Right, all that talk that Trump and all the Republicans said during the campaign, saying, "Yeah, we're just going to deport the criminal illegals, the ones that are criminals, right? That rob and rape and pillage and sell drugs. Now it's anyone who's come into this country outside of the legal system is illegal and a criminal, and they're deported." So they lied the entire time, and all these fucking MAGA pieces of shit are like, yeah, just the criminals, just the ones that are violent criminals. No, they're deporting everyone. If you've got brown skin and you don't have a green card, you're fucked.
Way more dangerous than all of them combined.
Mm-hmm.
So all those people that gather, that farm, that do farming, like beef, that slaughter your animals, that package your meat, that pick your fucking groceries, all that shit's going to go up because they're going to have to find someone who will work at least minimum wage to do that fucking job.
Politically, yeah, definitely.
And I've also personally interacted with people who do recreational satellite downlink, and they've tracked satellites moving across the sky and had to wait for a satellite to come up over the horizon.
Hey, Spanky.
And for them to acquire a signal, and once it passed overhead and beyond the opposite horizon,
I think I missed you.
And they lost the signal. So I've seen that with my own eyes. I've never really had any sort of flat Earth beliefs. That's to say, I don't look down on people that have that belief because, like,
I've seen satellites go across the sky out of my bathroom window. I was standing taking a piss at night, had the lights off because I didn't feel like blinding myself. I looked out the window and I saw a little spot. a constant light, no flashing light, move across the sky at about that rate. It's fucking amazing.
Like I said before, I respect people, I respect their beliefs, and I expect that from them as well.
But I don't get it. Some of them, they're saying that the satellites are fixed with the speed of the Earth, of turning Earth, or the rotation of the Earth. Some of them, they're saying that they are moving. So which one is that?
What they call Starlink ones move. And they go from horizon to horizon fast. Because you can see them.
You can put that on you can put that on a small blimps, dude. That would actually work. They could travel pretty fast. They put motors on those things. They travel. They're directional. You can fly them.
Not geostationary ones.
They're not all on weather balloons either. They have small dirigibles that they use for uplinks too.
I guess Whitsitt never talked to him.
I personally don't think them lights that you can see what they call satellites are.
So you know a dirigible is a balloon, right? Just a fancy balloon.
Even balloons, I think they're something supernatural.
Hey, JD. Yes, work to rebuild after natural disasters. Yes, this country is going to be fucked.
None of the flat earthers.
They had to rescind an order because it was going to fucking cut funding to veterans, the fucking people who need medication, Meals on Wheels.
That I met on the trip were really pushy with their beliefs. Yes, they told me to investigate flat Earth.
He released 1,600 criminals into society, ones that had 12-year sentences, one of which obstructed and resisted arrest and got shot by a cop.
We had some great discussions with some of their.
Just let them go. Fucking let them out in public.
Data points, some of my data points, but my purpose on the trip was not to change any minds.
Because they did it for Trump.
And so my purpose on the trip was to document it and to report.
They're patriots.
Back my findings to my boss, Candace Owens. And so I've told her my findings, working on an episode in the future that will delve more deeply into these sorts of things. Some people in the comments are saying that Austin gave up the game. I don't know what that means. I spent a lot of time with Austin, Jared, and Lisbeth. Actually, I spent a lot more time with the flat earthers than the globe earthers.
You see, that's why I think that's why we're under the comprehension that he was the flat earther, because he spent more time with him.
That's weird.
Because he's not a bigot.
He hung out with Jared and the girl, right? Lisbeth.
Yeah, and what's it in him?
What up his ass, Randy?
I think he was up Jonathan's ass more because he's a producer. Maybe he was with him too because it's
Candace. I thought this guy's involved with Candace, isn't
he?
Yeah. Austin Whitsitt thinks that through a contact with Mark Herman here, that he's going to get onto the Candace Owens show and he's going to be interviewed by her, and then some other producer's going to see him and he's going to be a big fucking star. That's what Whitsitt has said he thinks going to happen. He's fucking delusional.
This guy's ass.
But Jonathan is probably the guy who's making the documentary, though. I don't know. Maybe him and Jonathan are doing a documentary together.
Whitsitt's have to gain on Candace, isn't it?
Because Jonathan is also known for directing films and things.
Right. Bum jumps.
And everyone involved seemed like a real, genuine person, and they genuinely held these beliefs. I don't believe any of them are grifters or have malicious intent, especially on the flat Earth side. And I say that because it takes a lot to put yourself out there with a belief that's so contrary to the mainstream and to defend it so vociferously as they did. And they do continue to do so.
Well, Jaron didn't. No. Jaron didn't. Yeah. He just flipped. Well, we knew he was going anyway, but come on.
Not much of a belief, was it?
So that leads me more to believe that they genuinely believe it, especially, like I said, I've had long discussions with them.
I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
They're not playing. They know their stuff. Someone was upset.
I don't think I'll get struck for this.
What's the matter with you? I'm trying to think, but nothing happens.
Correct. I love that little smirky smile when he said that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Pocket.
That I mentioned an impossible camera shot with the 360 camera.
Hey, Diver Dan.
And that's just, I'm not saying it's a fake or generated shot. I'm saying impossible. I think I even did air quotes. Just because it's not a typical camera.
I know I've missed somebody.
Shot that you can get, especially as easily as I did. Let me show you this clip that I took on the plane.
Oh, wow.
Come on, man. Get fucking premium, dude. If God loved you, you wouldn't be poor.
I'm getting restream.
You could see him going over the seats.
Oh my God, he's flying. How does he not bump himself when he's going over the seats?
It's a very, very tricky shot to get if you don't have a 360 camera. And so that's what I call an impossible shot. You can get some really cool stuff with 360 cameras. I recently went sledding and got some great footage with that. I'm not going to share that because my family's involved, but you get the picture. Someone was very adamant that they were...
The fisheye lens didn't show a bit of coverage.
Yeah. Even with the fisheye, it still didn't really show the curve.
No, not much. Not much.
Not much at all. It could be flat. I just wondered.
William Corpse, tell me who is Lisbeth?
It can't be. It's got to be flat because of fisheye lens. I never understood that.
She's the chick that just went there that won the golden ticket. Apparently, what she really did there was just look pretty.
Well, she looked at a compass for a minute or two. I saw her do that.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't this JK piece of shit the one that pulled the hoax, that pulled the prank, that said he was going to be, he was offering the money? Isn't he the one that did that?
You can only see the curve when you have tilted eye, squint eye. Maybe you can see.
She was allegedly a random, William. Allegedly, she won Will Duffy's golden ticket. Willie Duffy's golden ticket.
I would have rather seen. I'd rather see Brian win the golden ticket. I don't know why he didn't get a chance. He was.
He's not Wonka. He's Wonka.
Brian Dickey was in. Hey, well, listen, we knew what side he would have been on now anyway.
Yeah.
There's a large structure at the ALE camp that could have housed an LED wall or an LED volume where we faked the 24-hour sun. Let me show you this clip from the ALE YouTube channel of their tour of Union Glacier.
The staff who work here, they can fix things, they can build things, they have lots of wrenches, and the biggest tents in camp are here too.
We call it the cathedral just because it is.
And I mean, if anybody criticizes me for being too harsh on the right, I used to be a Republican up until George W. Bush Jr. I was a Republican. It was his second year in office that fucking turned me. Hey, Mr. Jingles. So I was a Republican from the day I could vote all the way up to George W. Bush Jr.
It's the biggest tent.
So you can see they have equipment that needs to be worked on. It can't be worked on out in the snow, the sun.
Again, nobody's saying you took the volume 2 Antarctica.
Yeah, I'm not sure. He had a foreign accent. I know that. He was definitely had a foreign accent, a non-American accent.
You of all people, he knows how post-production works in films.
So I'm not sure, so I won't accuse this guy of it.
You do it on a different site, a different day.
I mean, I could go there. I could go back and find out who it was.
Exactly.
I've been saying that since the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Maggie.
The wind if the weather turns, so they need a
good old Maggie.
Large area for them to work in. And as you can see from that
I want that rock.
video, it's not as big as you think it is. You certainly cannot fit a wraparound LED wall 360 sphere that's big enough to have our portable base camp, all of our cameras out there, and big enough for the Tucker Snowcat, the big orange machine, to drive in and out. To have
the one that went into the mountains?
Yeah, the one that just disappeared into nothing.
No, the one that disappeared behind the fucking mountain that's in front of the other mountain that has a passageway between them, you dumb motherfuckers. See, it wasn't one mountain, asshole. It was two mountains, right? One's in front of the other one, and the truck just drove between them. You fucking ignorant assholes.
I have yet to see that. I gotta watch that.
I haven't seen that bit yet. No.
See if I can find it here in a minute.
Yeah, that was funny.
Snowmobiles drive in and out. There's physically no room for that. So that is definitively busted. I personally did not go over to that portion of the camp because that was on the staff side of the camp, and I respected the rules that ALE laid out during our tour, which you can see on my unedited 360 video of the tour. So we really saw a 24-hour sun.
Yeah, absolutely, West Side. Yes. Responsible for some of the greatest music ever.
I really got sunburned. It was kind of a pain, but it was worth it.
Of course, I was in the Army during her reign, so and we basically weren't allowed to be political, and AFRTS isn't gonna fucking show us that shit. So we basically went by what the Stars and Stripes told us, and they didn't tell us much. So yeah, I wasn't really familiar with everything she did.
Worth it. And if you
Why
haven't,
does it seem to me every time he's talking with his, it's like he's really concentrating to look at this camera, like he's not wanting to move his eyes or something. You know what I mean?
Because he's not used to being in front of a fucking camera, dipshit. He's a photographer.
Yeah, he's staring
He already explained that. Try and keep up.
right at it hard.
Like he's trying very hard, forcing himself.
That's what what's it said when he put his hand on the Bible, wasn't it? We really went. We really did. Jeremy really went. No, it's pretty much the same words as he's just said. We really went. Really, honestly went. We honestly, really honestly went.
You really did?
Really,
You really, yeah. All right. I got you. You really went, did you?
The more really you say, the more honest you are, of course.
Okay.
And they have all the fucking proof that they did.
That's what I did when I was like 3, telling my dad I didn't take that. I really didn't do it. Oh, God.
any more
Well, we went through both of them. Thank you, Mark Herman. Oi.
Right.
So, what are your thoughts on these answers for the questions?
I think there were more excuses than reasons, to be honest.
It's like he's dancing
Look,
around.
he gave some plausible answers, but they are borderline just excuses, kind of.
There was a few little straw man type things in there. Well, it would have been if it was in a debate, you know what I mean? But, you know.
He
If they
addressed
really,
the
really went.
LED screens twice.
He did. If they really did go, they wouldn't be here really telling us they really did go.
Oh. So, okay, look, it's vanishing into.
Oh, it did. Oh, no. What happened?
Hold on, I didn't see. Hold on, I wasn't even looking. Sorry.
Can show it again.
Sorry, I was getting my stream up for tomorrow, so I could put the link in.
That's really digitalized. It looks like crap.
Yo.
Is there a road behind that hill?
Yo.
Yes, there is. If you looked at the fucking video that is in 4K, you'll see it. Fucking
Must be a cave.
idiots.
Must be a cave. Well,
See right here, this is one hill, and this is the other hill. It's going behind this hill, and the fucking truck goes between them.
a tunnel. Got to be a tunnel. No way, man.
Yeah.
Strange.
Weird.
It's gonna go again. It's gonna go again. Yep.
Even mountain bended towards it on end.
Portal. The portal, man. It must be a, I don't know, something wrong in the space time
I mean, these people really are dumb as fuck, aren't they?
continuum. There's a little, maybe a passageway through to another multiverse. Part of the multiverse, man.
It's like the Batcave, man.
I mean, dumb as fuck. I mean, their entire paradigm is done, and they fucking know it. That's why they're so hurt. That's why they're so fucking feelies hurt about it. They know the flat Earth is dead. That TFE killed it, and they can't fucking give it up because that's the grift. It's the only way they can seem important and intelligent to other fucking stupid people is to be flat earthers.
Oh, okay, guys.
So, any doubt about this at all? Anybody got any big doubts?
I still hold reservations. I think they faked it.
Yeah, I mean,
Charles, we're going to end now. It was great having you on, man.
So you think they faked it? They faked something that doesn't matter? That's it. I'm done with these people for the day. So thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping. We'll talk to you later. Hit the buttons, do the thing, drop some cash if you can. Here, I post a link again. And if you haven't yet, subscribe, share the show, and we'll talk to you later. Be seeing you.